Okay, just to remind you again. So let's travel back in time. No, move back in time. It's nice, to move back, travel back in time once in a while. Once in a while, because there is always something left behind to be retrieved, and regarded too. But the point is, everything is relating to affection. Affection is the foundation of psychoanalysis, psychology. Affection is the heart, the vortex, the source, of emotion. And the heart and affection. Heart is affection. Affection is the heart. But unfortunately, it is not possible, to think about this emotion. It is just like music. We can only feel it. Not it's not possible to explain music. But remember, something we happened when we were around 4 months old, and now we stopped feeling this specific affection. Some of us have never felt this emotion. By the way, the question is, have you ever felt, this emotion? If so, how often have you got in touch with this emotion? You might not be in league connected with this emotion, but this emotion is in league with you, even in absentia, even when you are unconscious. So, because, in order to get, this strange sensation, we have to disconnect and break bonds. That's the point. It's a moral point. We tend to deviate the path and repress this idea, unbearable and undesirable thought or idea. Why? Because you cannot recognize yourself as representing this idea. Okay, this idea does not match, does not suit quite right. No, it is completely the opposite. So that's when we become vulnerable to be influenced or induced by the others. When affection is dissociated from thought, we stop being spontaneous, and autonomous. In other words, we stop listening to our instincts, natural no instincts, and we start to focus on the others, and we pay attention to what the others say, and what people, the way people want us to be and behave. Okay, they are the puppeteers, and we are the puppets, and obliterating our it Noah ends up obliterating our natural thoughts and feelings. So we spit this uncomfortable sensation out, in order to get rid of it. It is an unconscious mechanism of defense. So to summarize the idea, what we feel turns out to be felt as threat or menace, because we haven't felt this sentiment for so long, we cannot recognize it anymore. Okay, that's it. Okay, next part. Now, how does the person consent to be deceived without being conscious of it? What makes a person choose to be deceived, fooled around? Because it is a choice. Okay, a deep no choice. The answer is obvious: by being unconscious. So the trick is very simple, and the magic is unraveled, revealed. Since that forgotten affection was put aside and repressed by being projected onto the world outside, all we have to do to make it work is to change the perception. That's the key to understand. If you change the perception, you change the person's behavior. Simple like that. We change the perception and we change the behavior. This is the equation. So, for example, if you say to a person, a group of people, that a tiger now escaped the cage at the zoo, and it takes now a little while until they start to feel fear of the tiger. Actually, they feel fear of that affection, which is now perceived as the tiger. So the tiger is just a representation of the affection you cannot recognize anymore. If the tiger that you can see with your own two eyes scares you to death and terrifies you, let alone something you cannot see under the microscope. No, if you know what I mean. Bingo!